welcome to the Shelley Studio, and this is another video for the Art Joy of Sharing Facebook group. This month, February, we are teaching a simple technique. I hope this one qualifies because I thought about doing it and then nothing else would work. I just wanted to do this. So I've seen pieces where they just take one shape, real simple, and repeat it and create this awesome wall art. So that is my technique. So we're going to take just a simple shape and we're going to repeat it and hopefully come up with something that will look lovely on the wall. Ideally, you'd want to get like cradle boards or nice board for your substrate, which is the bottom, the base. I have cut some cardboard into 6x6 squares and then painted it with black gesso. And now I am taking some jelly printed paper, but it doesn't have to be, your own paper. You can do this with scrapbook paper. And I just kind of wanted a little bit of a rough edge, so that's why I'm tearing it with the ruler and just getting it. I'm just making them I'd say about 1/4 of an inch smaller than 6x6. So the outside is 6x6 and they're just enough to give a little bit of a black edge around. And this could qualify as collage technique too, because really we're going to be collaging these squares onto our bigger squares, and then we're going to add another layer, which will be our quote shape. So this is all jelly printed paper. I just grabbed some that I already had in my stash, colors that I liked, jelly prints that I was happy with. And yeah, and you can see my hands are black from gessoing the cardboard. And this is corrugated cardboard, so it's got the holes on the side. So yeah, it was hard to get all the edges painted because you don't want the brown cardboard to show when you. And the idea is to put this up on the wall, so after I get it done, we'll put it up on the wall. Alright, so I am using, this is Martha Stewart's decoupage and matte. And I got this on clearance probably when Hobby Lobby did their huge clearance thing. So I've just been using it up. And I'm just collaging one side down and then doing the other side. I was hoping that would help me keep it straight and reduce the number of bubbles. And just using a little card to help smooth that out, and then we put a layer over the top. You'll see when I do this, I rub a little bit and I smear a little bit of black. The edges are not completely dry. Alright. So now we'll do the next one. Now the black gesso is a little bit harder to, I want to say absorbent, but it's not really absorbent. But you kind of need a little bit more of the matte medium to get it to stick down, because it just was being difficult and sticking. And again, smoothing it out with the card. And my edges aren't 100% perfect, but I think it still looks good in the end. Just making sure it's got a nice coat. Okay, so we're going to set those aside to dry. And my basic shape that's going to go over the top of these, I'm just using this scratch piece of paper. And I'm measuring it to the size so that I don't make my shape too big. I want to make sure it's going to fit inside the square. And I'm just tearing it because it's easy. Now I can't see my lines. There we go. Okay. And so the shape we're going to use, since it's February, we are going to create a heart. And, okay, my pencil broke. It takes me a few tries to get a shape I really like. And, of course, I folded it in half so that both sides would be exactly the same. That helps keep it balanced, but you can always print off a heart. But I am using this. This is going to be my template. And I'm going to take some more Gelli printed paper. Gotta fix it. It's not perfect. There we go, I think. Alright. So we're going to grab some more Gelli printed paper, and then we're going to trace the heart on there and then stick it onto our square. Decided you couldn't see that one very well. I couldn't see it well enough. So get one that's hopefully darker. The pen, that is. And if you're doing scrapbook paper, you can do the back side. I just wanted to make sure I didn't end up with a white spot. So I'll just cut inside that black line. Oh yeah, and this Gelli printed paper already has hearts in it. What do you know? Oh yeah, this one does too. It doesn't have to, and the rest of them, I'm only showing you 2, but I actually do 9 because it's the repeating of the shape that makes it look so cool, I guess is the word. So while I'm cutting this next one out, I should tell you a little bit. Art Joy of Sharing is a Facebook group. They also do a live broadcast on Thursday mornings. And they have invited a bunch of artists to share videos each month, which is what I'm doing. If you want, they all are sharing them on different days, so it's not all the same day. So if you want to find more videos by the artist for the Art Joy of Sharing, you use that hashtag, hashtag AJOS in search on YouTube, and you'll find more videos. Mine comes out near the beginning of the month. There'll be more going on throughout the month, hopefully. I'm not sure what days they've all chosen. But also think about joining the Facebook group. I will put a link in the description box below so you can go check that out. And yeah, so there's my blurb. Anyway. Alright, so we are gluing this down. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure I left those squares long enough to dry, because you really want them to be dry before applying the other. If they're too wet, it can mess it up and get weird bumps and stuff like that. And these papers, the hearts are done on just copy paper, so not heavy, but you could do cardstock. If you did cardstock, I would suggest just gluing it down or using a gel medium, something a little bit thicker than the matte medium. The matte mediums At least this decoupage medium is pretty thin. So I decided my hearts weren't standing out enough. So after I glued them on, I decided I wanted to emphasize them a little bit. So I am using just a little bit of black acrylic paint around the edge. And if you don't feel steady enough doing this with paint, there are pencils you can do this with. The Stabilo All is a water-soluble pencil, and you just draw a single line around that heart and add water, and you'll get a similar effect to this. And it works on all surfaces. That's why it's called All, Stabilo All, for all surfaces. Adding water to acrylic, you get a little bit different effect, but it would look a lot like this. So if you wanted to try, the easy way. I've seen people do this like really well, and I am not, I make it work. It's all about just going for it and trying it out. Just see what you can do. See, like there, I've got way too much paint, and I don't even do anything about it. I'll probably fix it later. You might not see it, but I'll probably dab that with a little paper towel. Alright, so that is it. It's done. I'm going to show you a picture of the wall. Where I've got this above my fireplace. See, isn't that so pretty? And it's really simple, and I think anyone could do it. I hope you liked my video. If you did like it, please hit like. Feel free to share, comment, and if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.